Through the forest, focus blue guys on the prowl. There's only one man there to stop them. If you just stop joking around, they come here to invade your lands, bring life here to an end. But you just wanna get real drunk and make lots of new friends. Carnival Bavaria, Carnival Bavaria, Carnival Bavaria, Carnival Bavaria, Carnival Bavaria.
Hey, you know what always cheers you up? Baking me a nice tray of sugar cookies.
How about these cookies, sugar?
We didn't have a message when we left. Oh, very odd.
And so I wake in the morning and I step outside and I take a deep breath and get real high and loud. Trip to the top of my lungs. What's going on? And so I cry sometimes when I'm lying in bed to get it all out what's in my head. And I feel it a little peculiar. And so I wake in the morning and I step outside and I take a deep breath and get real high and loud. Trip to the top of my lungs. What's going on? And I say,
Kids can be so cruel.
We can? Thanks, Mom.
Ow! Cut out, Bart!
boogie boogie hedgehog, boogie boogie hedgehog, boogie boogie hedgehog, boogie boogie hedgehog.
Almost got it perfect, Alex. You forgot to put that one in early. But look, we did it. He put the messages in the chat early so I could make them play at the right time. Hello. Welcome. I am a tired baby zombie. I should not be streaming. This will only be an hour. This will be a short stream. And we're doing it at what? 8:06? No, 6:08. See? I even can't do time properly. 6:08, the day before before the day before. That's right, right? It's Tuesday. I launched on Thursday. The day before the day before. Because tomorrow I'll be definitely frantically preparing for the great, the wonderful, the much anticipated Kickstarter launch. And we're here to reveal, get it, reveal, because they've already been revealed. Reveal the reveals of the covers. I decided to, I thought it would be really clever to, well, not clever. I just thought it was what you should do. Save a bunch of stuff up for the last week. And like, basically have like this cool, like, each day really reveal a thing. No, my my interaction, by the way, everyone liking and retweeting, you are a blessing to the Connell franchise, the Connell global conglomerate. But holy hell, I've seemed to have just killed my interactions on Twitter. New plan next time is like several weeks in advance. Just do one thing per week, not one every day. I think at some point people look at their feed and they're like, oh, you tweeted another cover. Great. I'm like, oh shit, man, I've saved this stuff. But yes, it has been a week of reveals, a week of excitement, a week of work, and a week of talking to you guys finally. We did a nice, cool little Bender stream. It was like 4 hours. This will not be 4 hours. Anyway, let's say hello to people in chat. We got Tex, who says first, because he was first at 6010. No, it was at 604. I don't know if that's your first Tex. He usually comes in after the intros have started a little bit. You know what I mean? So, welcome. We don't have a Bancroft first. I don't know if I have like an old layout from first. Like, look at these overlays. I got Drawstream. I got the Kelsey Jakey parody that didn't get used. I was once going to do a Kelsey parody stream. When he was doing his streams, it was going to be very fun. It was going to be me doing a really shitty drawing. Like, because he would do drawings. I was going to do a real shitty one. Look at this! This is for when it's the one time that I didn't want to be on camera fully. I could do this. Wait, no, I can't do anything. I was going to go off camera, but then you wouldn't be able to hear me. Can I even go? Yeah, imagine that. But yeah, so I got none. I got the one where creative block was all Sonic characters. And I made myself Big the Cat because I'm Big the Fat. Especially, I don't know what's going on with StreamYards, but my OBS, it doesn't pick up the camera anymore. So I am in widescreen, baby. I am stretched. This should be crushed into 4:3 ratio. If I go like this, I at least have like a long head instead of a wide head. This is Bancroft forehead mode. But yes, see, look, just one first text, and I managed to get all that content out of it. Welcome. Holy hell, that lightning. Are you referring to? Have you never seen that, Alex? At the beginning of these streams, we play a little music. This clip. Exclusive. And yes, there is a lightning bolt that comes in and strikes. I felt like I should have a Connell mug. I feel like I need a full, like an accurate replica Connell mug to be drinking on streams. But there is a lightning flash that strikes his beaker anew as he raises it to the heavens. Now, that I have sneaked like so many little cute clues about like different moments that are going to be happening in Connell. That moment with the cup, that happens in the second main book. I have the like written out solid synopsis. Like, it doesn't need any more changes for the second main book. And it's about it's about his. We get a whole book about his fucking cup. How about that? His beer stein. That'll be the second one. First one is like, you'll see. Oh, there's so many clues, and the clues got revealed this week. The Ouroboros cover that I'll bring up, it's almost too spoilery. There is a blur on that cover. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna pop out chat. Like, I should have done this last time. I'm gonna pop out. Oh, Super Mega is streaming right now. I can't stream while Super Mega is streaming. They'll steal my audience. JK Lamau. Isn't Tuesday like a professionals day? Let's have a look if I'm like streaming over professionals. Let's just go and tell you about all the other streams. You can watch them later. Because you won't watch mine later. So you can watch them later. Professionals. I don't know how to fucking say it. Well, the way I misspelled it. Professionals, right? Well, nothing comes up, so someone in the chat will tell me. Okay, so if I'm on my own little stream, pop out chat. I didn't even do a pinned fucking, guys, I gotta do a pinned thing. Visit https://www.carnalcomic.com. Go to pin. See, we finally got it there. And then I'll go back to StreamYards, and now I can dual comment. Like, whilst reading your old chats, I can see that Vasson, welcome Vasson, by the way. Bancroft went rollerblading with his kids, a middle-aged man, question mark. He's gonna break all his bones. See, now I can see that. I haven't got that yet. I'm only on the third message, officially. Streaming out to 17 viewers. What's the real count? 9! I am very grateful that 9 of you have decided to actually come to YouTube. Wait, it's 8 because I'm there. And maybe it's 7 because I have like 2 windows open. Welcome to the 7 people. I am a very small operation. But I am trying my dang discog danged it. Look, Billy Bob says pip pip Alex, but you know, can't pull it up because it's in the pop out chat. Anyway, what are we doing today? Well, first we'll say hello to people. Alex, he says he's getting ready to drive home. Storm hits hard. Alex, it would appear that no matter what time I choose to do these streams, you are always driving home. And I'm telling you, I went live at 6 today instead of 5 or whatever. Always driving home. I need to stop shouting. I love having all this space to shout and to sing and to point and to get the ruler and do this. Have you guys been seeing Sephiroth's sword lately? I think he had like a blow up tweet because he did something about like Duolingo. He's the. You can go watch his videos. If only you could back the Conal the Barbarian Kickstarter. But yes, he was talking about in one of his very videos that Duolingo is thinking of doing, or is planning, definitely already doing, AI translations and not hiring translators. So he was like, do not learn Japanese for Duolingo. And so he was, I saw it because of that. And then I saw another one because like that one blew up, and he probably had a lot of people saying, you got a racist accent. That's racist. That's a racist accent. But then he says like, my accent isn't racist. I just happen to be Swedish. And that's what my accent is. So they thought his Swedish accent. So who is the real racist? That was fun. But Billy Bob says Alex lives in his car. It's fine. What do you mean? It's fine. Small operation, but the unflattering aspect ratio makes you look big. No, this is obese mode. We're down to 16 viewers. Someone left. Probably Alex crashed his car. Or StreamYards is not recognizing OBS. here is the problem. This is why I'm in super fat mode. Hello to Eric Le Guapo, by the way. Wonderful to have you here. See, now I have it popped out. I can just say hello the instant someone comes in, whilst reacting to all chats. This is bliss. I can be slow and fast and slow and fast. 15 minutes in. Should we drag this out for half an hour? Just, well, let's say we're, you know, just waiting for everyone to filter in, when really it's me dragging out the hellos. But yeah, he said he's driving home in a storm. A lot of storms happening lately. You don't get washed away in a flood, Alex. Because then if someone makes a joke about it, they'll get cancelled. The Deech is in the chat. He says like and subscribe. And yes, do it. I do not ask for likes usually. And they usually end up being pretty low. But votes don't go low. We usually have loads of votes per viewer. Well, 1 vote per viewer, but you know what I mean. So yeah, go click like, and you're probably all subscribed. I don't see how there would be no one in here who isn't subscribed. That would be insane. But Billy Bob is here. He's saying second to none. Hopefully he means me, referring to me as first and professionals as second. You know, Andy and Dennis. Andy's on professionals, right? I see them at Heroes. Saw them at Heroes last year. They both got Sketchy Starts, by the way. Sketchy Starts 0, the special. And they said it was great. This year they mentioned about possibly having me on their show, because they do a fun show. They do a fantasy book with Cordrath, who's, you know, a kindred barbarian to Connell, so that could be fun if that comes together. But yeah, anyone else? Look, Alex was doing all the Boogie hedgehogs, each putting in a snail, always got to be counterculture. And then Vass in here, he says Kickstarter launch. Yes, in 2 days is when we finally release this Kickstarter. And I've got to say, I am grateful for you guys humoring me on this whole Kickstarter launch thing, because I don't know if you guys feeling the weight for Connell. Like, I know I said I would have it out within a year, but and it is still within a year. But like, man, we've been talking about Connell for maybe a year plus before even launching it, and we had the whole preview book and everything. Like, I really want this book to be out. Like, I feel behind, even though technically I'm not. I feel so behind. Like, I want you to have all have read the first book. But yeah, instead, we're kind of doing a Kickstarter to try and boost it towards the end, and like get as many readers as possible, as many different covers in the print run, so we have like awesome selections in the future. But yeah, it's the Kickstarter launch. But yeah, I feel so behind. Like, as soon as, what was it? I don't know if it's when I launched it or the launch was postponed because of Coloring 2.5, which was amazing, Fiendish 2.5. And I think it was important to help out on that. Because, you know, you guys who, you undoubtedly all Fiendish fans too. So like there was that, but it's just so many little bits of work for other stuff during this, and like stupid travel. But anyway, I can now, not only can I now draw constantly, but I can also stream. But it is very funny that right when I wanted to make headway on pages, I'm like, no, let's do an animated trailer and more covers and do a whole different platform. And anyway, big behind, Billy Bob says. Nah, KS has point. What do you guys, Eric Guapo, where I come from, slow is smooth and smooth is fast. That here is the thing about how long it's taken. If I had finished Connell quicker, it would suck. Like, compared to what it's gonna be, it would suck. Just wait until you see the trailer. Just wait until you see the animated trailer. The level of art on that, I mean, what, complimenting my own art? The art looks great. The coloring looks great. It looks so animated movie level. But yeah, the book is going to be superb, partly because of taking so much time, so many revisions. When you guys can finally see at the end of this arc, when you get to read the first script, because the last Sketchy Starts book of the series will have the original script that I sent to Pat long ago. I remember I was going to the gym every other day. You know, I was a bit thinner than this, a bit slimmer. I was going to the gym every other day with my friend Tom. It was very early on, and I don't think Creative Block even existed. And I think Narwhal had me and Bancroft on an animation show, and Scotty Rich said, "Yeah, I haven't seen you for so long." He also drew Creative Block fan art. He was on that stream too. And I remember like asking, "Hey, is it okay if I send you a script?" And he was like, "Yeah, go for it." And I sent him the original O'Connell script, which by the current standards of where the comic is, fucking sucked. Just wait till you get to read it. Alex says the art is okay, but whatevers. What Irene needs is a misleading cover with girls who are drawn very hot, like Soul Calibur art, or One Punch Man Mosquito Girl or something. Yeah, I'm sure if she did a really random ass, like, it's just sexy cover, people would probably be confused all of a sudden. This isn't the usual fare. That kind of thing. But yeah, by the end, in a few years' time, when you guys get to see the final script, you'll see how far it's come. But anyway, look, I'm reacting to comments old and new. But the potato cam makes it look like a scene from a horror franchise VHS. The horror franchise VHS. Well, it is a super VHS camera. Which the reason why it's in VHS fat mode is because StreamYards is not picking up OBS. If you're wondering why I was off camera for like the whole Creative Block on Thursday, it's because OBS don't fucking pick up this shit no more. So I can't truncate it. Like, look how fat, like, I am fat, but look how much extra fat I look. Wait a minute. Let's make my biceps look even bigger. Stretched out bicep. Let's do, oh, look at that cheating huge bicep. There's not as big as a Cecil bicep by any means. Look at that flab. Pew, pew, pew. You can see the ripple. Right. Show more Grout Leg on Twitter. That's how you get engagement. Grout Leg. It's very funny whenever Camel makes up his own words in his head and then just believes that they're the words. It's why we had the whole Arthur line saga and the Narwhal. Used to call Narwhal, which is funny. But yeah, Grout. It's not grout, it's gout. It's a different word. So you're saying you're just weak? Oh, because of the Twitter engagement? Yeah, I don't know what it is, but next time I will not be doing a daily post. I will be doing a weekly post. And I'll reveal stuff kind of like over time. Here's me saying visit. Pasty white armsicle. It is. Victor says, I am right, Jake. I mean, what's making people interested in Connell? Irene might as well have a guy holding a Bible. There is a guy holding a Bible in Connell. He isn't holding it. It's stuck to the spider web next to him. I forgot to add in Super VHS 400p. Jake has come a long way. Yeah, I mean, okay, let's start showing off covers, shall we? So we'll show how far we have come by showing off the goods, the accoutrement. the riches du jour. Caleb's here. Oh my god, Jake, a gaming stream? What year is this? Sup, everyone? Guess what, Caleb? I'll even bring it up, and you guys can argue about my choice. B-Link SER9. The computer I'm on can't fucking game at all. But I have purchased a new computer that will be able to 64 gig 2 terabyte, yeah, that will be able to game. Gaming streams are coming back. I don't know if you're being sarcastic or it's those two brain cells working overdrive, Caleb. no shade. But here we go. Share screen, B-Link. I have secured an item. A new computer, and this is the one. This is the one I've gone for. I wanted a little portable all-in-one. Because basically, I want a desktop, but I want the portability of a laptop. So I'm like, why don't I get what these all-in-ones are apparently pretty damn good now. So I decided to get this. It's like it's called the SER9 Pro. And it has, you guys can look it up. It's fucking sweet. It's apparently it's got AI in it and you can talk to it, which isn't why I got it, but anyway. But it's got a processor that can even do AI, so I might be able to get like someone to help me write stuff locally on the PC. But it has the freaking RAM is soldered onto the board like an all-in-one style, but it's 64 gigabytes, 2 terabyte hard drive and everything. Anyway, that's it. That's it. You can tell me if that sucks, if I should have bought something else. But when I get that, apparently it's going to take like a week to deliver. When I get that, we'll be able to game again, and I will go back to doing gaming streams. So Caleb will be happy. Yeah, but what GPU? Well, okay. I looked at reviews, and it is a built-in graphics, but it is still good built-in graphics. There's no, it can't put a full size, like I could get a full size graphics card in like a mini PC. It can apparently do like 4 monitors at once. Alex, go look it up. I don't know what where does it say graphics? Built-in shit. It doesn't even say. I saw it doing tests. Here we go. And an AMD Radeon 890M GPU. How about that? If we zoom in, is that the graphics, Alex, the AMD Radeon, blah blah blah. That's what it will be. So we'll be able to play old Steam games. Like maybe we'll play, I love the Sam & Max series, and we've already said we were going to play that. There's a Back to the Future Telltale series before Telltale got shit. There's Bioshock, the Bioshock series. Like we can play whatever. Oh, Jake, no, I don't. It's an APU. Check out the CPU. Okay, should we check out? Look, let's have a look. I think I just minimized the window. This is the CPU, the AI9HX360 CPU, whatever. How about that? Is that okay? Is that okay? Caleb also says that beard is getting curly. Yes, I am on a beard growth journey. Other people, they're on weight loss journeys. I'm on a beard growth journey. Let's see how regal and big we can get this before I look fully homeless and go, yeah, shave it all off. I need the full lion mane all the way around. I just remember back in the Zelda days. What sucks is I don't have my Switch with me, so I can't stream Switch games. But as soon as Connell is out, I will finally let myself buy a Switch 2. I have been postponing buying a Switch 2. In fact, I went and played Donkey Kong, the new Donkey Kong that I've been very excited about at Walmart, and also they had the new Mario Kart. The new Mario Kart sucks balls. I played one track of that game. What was the point? The Mario Kart 8 was fucking great. It was so fun. The tracks were well designed. Mario Kart World? Are you just driving around an open world forever? Who cares? I don't want these vast, boring open worlds. Why is Nintendo going for its boring open? They're just turning everything into Breath of the Wild. It's Breath of the Wild Mario Kart. Like, oh, who gives a fuck? K-pop is in the house. She say sup. Welcome. Welcome. Might as well, though, the old Switch out Jake is dated. Well, we can play, as soon as I get the new computer, we can play some Steam games. Alien Isolation would be good. I have a friend who worked on Alien Isolation. And it is ancient, but it is also very good. And I also haven't played it all the way through. So who knows? We can play Civilization 3. Oh, man. We could sit here and play Civ 3, and I could show you my tactics for, like, strangling all the other civilizations. They're chasing sails. What do you mean? The B-Link, I said? Or the... Oh, it's okay, but you can get affordable compact PCs with iGPUs, so I wouldn't have gotten this. Okay, Alex, how about you tell me what I should have got for the same money, and if I agree with you, I'll buy that and return this thing. How about that? How about that? How about that, Alex? Might as well throw the old Switch out, Jake. It's dated. Rip Switch 1. Okay. I mean, it's as good as thrown out now because it's not even here. I don't even have it to play on. Okay. Let's do it. Let's discuss the week of reveals. Now, you all remember this. We talked about this last week, I think. It was last Monday when we did. Was this the Bender stream that we did? The beautiful Kiyonauki cover. And here it be. Look at this beautiful thing. But you've already seen it. Everyone, it was all the rage. It was a great tweet before I killed my engagement by tweeting every day. But look, it has a beautiful appearance from Slugsy. We have a close-up on his megascope. One of his many magical items that seems to be held in place by this long pipe coming out of his backpack, which I now feel like I missed a trick by not making this like a mobile craft brewery. Like, maybe I need to do that. He needs to get there needs to be a story, an episode, a side quest where Slugsy just has a brewery on his back and he has to chase after Connell the whole time. That'd be funny. But yeah, he's got a little micro brewery. And the Connell is beautifully anime. But yeah, I was seeing if any of you guys commented, but no. You're all bored of the cover. But the beginning of this week that we're in, this Monday, was revealed a new cover, a twin pack, and a Rubberus Infinite Loop. Do you remember us talking about this? Like, we even showed this. I'll pull. Let me make sure it's the right version. Yes, it's the right version. Remember this? On Creator Block, it was kind of a while ago now, so you'll be able to see the time frame that I've been sitting on this. We showed the line art version of this, and we were like basically going around this middle thing that is blurred out and covered in question marks. It was all blurred out. How much did you spend on that PC? The price is on the website, Alex. It's like $1,100 dues. Dollarinos. Gotta hold your magical items safely. Of course. You need like, if you're gonna be jumping up walls, you know what I mean, or poking your head out of tree trunk holes, you need a very sturdy gyroscope, the magical version of them. What temp is that beer? Let's jump over. You mean this little beaker here? You know what, I would imagine, seeing as what I know about it, it would have to be kept at like a constant cool temperature. Caleb, you have just unlocked lore. You have unlocked part of the truth of the beer stein. You will see in the main chapter 2 when we actually talk about, we finally I hadn't even thought about temperature. Like, I don't think about heat. That's one thing I need to actually, being in England and being at cool normal temperatures all the time, you don't usually think about like how fucking hot it must be in some kind of like volcanic, always sunny fantasy realm. But Caleb, yes, I imagine there is something going on with his beer stein that keeps it in a nice cool temperature. Very good. Here we go. Let's go back to this because we're getting comments on the Ouroboros. Look, we will focus on Truffle. Can I like zoom out? So this is part A of the cover. So it is a wraparound, but it's an infinite looping double wraparound. So you see on the right hand here, if you put this next to it, you see this is her leg. So that it infinite loops forever, aka Ouroboros. You could print this as a tape and infinite loop it, and it would eat its own tail for eternity. Alex says, I like the Ouroboros, but the Kiao Now key is really badass too. Yeah, like Tex says, looks good, Hyper. Thank you, Tex. I don't think anything can beat this. Like this really is the main event on this campaign. This is what it's all about. But I wanted to have a little bit of fun with a new gimmick, and you know, a very spoilery gimmick cover. Like if we go all the way to the right, we get a focus on that because this is Kickstarter. So my thinking is, let's go big. How about that? You can go in fat mode. My thinking is that we needed what the sexy babe covers, or at least what I could do of those. You know what I mean? Like it's not the different levels of an undress. Like she's got them out. There's no different levels. No dressed version and boobs out version. Truffle has the girls out already. But yeah, so this is me trying to do that. And we've got, you know, the two main ladies of the first story. We have Truffle, who does play a pretty big part, and the Seedling Queen, who bows out pretty quickly. But I don't think she could. If I'm making covers of this character and standees of this character, there's no way that she's out for good. That's DD territory. We're not gonna. I don't know if we're gonna exactly DD the Seedling Queen. But yeah, look, there is on the back cover. So this is the mouse mat, like, because I'm gonna have like desk mats, like big huge all over print desk mats, and this is pretty much what the desk mat is. If I think I have to zoom out, and if I crop it to here, this is the crop of the desk mat. So it's the girls either side, and then it's whatever's going on behind the blurred question marks. That's the center of the desk mat, and I have this desk mat right now in front of me, and I can't show you, but it is glorious. And yes, the hand on your mouse is pretty much hovering just over this the whole time. Like the mouse is here, so your hand is very close to this, which is great. And then the keyboard is like over the top of Truffle's fucking face, so you just see this over the keyboard, but also there's no logos on the desk mat. Alex says, oops, gotta run. You almost crashed again. Euro folks like warm beer. I mean, Caleb, maybe it can be adjustable then. Yeah. Warm beer. Maybe it depends on the temperature of your country. You know what I mean? Would warm beer in Germany just be like room temperature beer? K-pop says, I'd say a magical stein that keeps it at a perfect temperature. Yes, we'll just say perfect temperature. We won't say hot or cold, warm or chilled. We will simply say perfect temperature. Jolly 12 comes in with all his questions. What's all this about? This is indeed Jolly a stream in preparation for the Kickstarter launch this Thursday on Creative Block. I'll stream again before Creative Block. I'll stream again on Thursday early on, because on Thursday is when we have the trailer launching. I have been toiling away making a beautiful animated trailer. You'll see it's gonna kick that. It'll be the best trailer. There is no better trailer currently. Yeah, I don't. Oh, did Camel have a fully animated Boots and Heels one? Well, Camel's was fully animated. Listen, everyone thinks their own trailer is better. This is going to be a glorious trailer. In fact, seeing as it's fully voice acted, maybe it is superior. But yes, this Thursday, it'll go live 2 p.m. on Thursday. But maybe I'll raid into my own stream, or raid into the trailer, or we can all watch the premiere on stream. But yeah, 2 p.m. Thursday, trailer goes live. I'm very excited about it. It's fully voiced. But right now we're just going over the kind of like covers, the reveals for the week. Here we go. It's been hot in England this past few weeks. 34 C max. Fucking hell. I can't deal with England when it's hot because we don't have air conditioning. So you just gotta suffer through it. Like, I have this giant Dyson fan I put around me as a big loop. We need more Babe covers. Well, this is hopefully... So, this feels like the most I could get out of Babe covers for this particular book. The first Carnal Side Quest 1, Bad Dragon, that is definitely, every single cover is going to be able to be a sexy cover with that. Like, it's, the whole book is geared to be able to present sexy cover. So yeah, get excited for that. And I think the same thing will have to go for the rest of the series. Like, genuinely, with the old covers, I just wanted some like nice classic covers that introduced the series, because the thing about the sexy Babe covers, they're obviously great, they're awesome, but they don't tell anything about the story of the book usually, which is why to do sexy Babe covers for this Kickstarter, I had to do this really long fucking infinite looping tableau, so that you could have the sexy babes, but then the rest of it is the rest of this scene, this whole diorama with the, you know, the three layers. So we got like the very close foreground, mid-ground elements, like Slugsy is in the mid-ground. You see this? Like, he's on the tree behind. By the way, big Slugsy love on the Kickstarter. Like, he has a whole back cover to himself, and then on the Kyo cover, like, he's pretty much dominating the whole layout here. Like, he's small down here, but his megascope is like dominating the whole thing. But yeah, so we got foreground, midground, background in an like, even these blue whatever they are, whatever these features are, seem to be like they're wriggling around the whole arena. I'm very happy with this cover. Nothing beats the Keone cover, but I tried my best. I try my best. 2 p.m. Central, 2 p.m. ET. Everyone does time by ET. You're giving Camel a run. Well, you gotta try, right? You gotta try. This Kickstarter has basically been all about applying, like, trying to apply myself fully. With the first launch for Indiegogo, I picked a date and I tried to stick to it. And I don't know if I was quite as ready as I should be. But man, this time, all the effort that's going into just refining the design of the Kickstarter page. You know what I mean? The story element. Like, I was looking around a bunch of other Kickstarters, trying to see what they do that seems to work well. And you know, I tried my best. Trailer, covers, campaign design, everything. I'm on a Kickstarter. Every single item can even have its own image. So let's say a reward tier has like 5 things, like trading card, cover. You can add a little item for each one. And I made video game style inventory icons for literally every item on the campaign. Let me show you like one of the covers. So if I go to this, look, this is the inventory icon for the Connell portrait cover. This is the inventory icon for the freaking Irene cover. Where do we have it? Let's have it. It's in items. In fact, no. They're not even the individual ones. Here, look. Here is the inventory icon for the Connell freaking if you get a portrait cover, you get a card with it. That's the portrait series. So everyone who got the portrait cover, they get number 1 of the portrait series. But this, so when you do a bundle that has the item in it, so I had to make a little inventory icon for it. Like, look, here's the inventory icon for the seed shaman standee. Here's the inventory icon for the seedling queen standee. Like, ah, man, I've tried my best to high effort this. Says Jolly, stop saying inventory. It's fine, inventory. What reference did I use for that one? Is that an undercrotch shot? Okay, I'm getting questions now. Here we go. Look. Is that undercrotch? I'll go back to the. I'll stop going on my diatribe about inventories. Here we go. You mean this? You saying what reference? I didn't use any reference. I know in order to do like proper artwork, people should be using references. I never look at reference photos for anything. If I look at reference photos, it's to get, or reference images, it's to get the design right. Look, what reference did you use for that one? See, it would be a good question if there was a good answer, but there's no good inventory. But yeah, no references used. Even there's no vein references either. But you know, it's kind of easy to do that when the stuff you're making is very cartoony. I have looked. It's so much Gooner shit in my life that all of this is just baked into my neurons. Like, which, you know, people could probably say that if they don't think the art looks very good, then they could say, well, if you do references like a real artist, then it would be fine. But no references used. But here it is, the Ouroboros cover, the infinite looping. And I'm actually looking forward to getting 4 of these myself and putting them in a frame, because I don't think I'll do this again. This is the only time the Ouroboros cover is going to exist. Like, just for this Kickstarter campaign, I don't have any plans to do Ouroboros covers for the future, because all the campaigns in the future are going to be more condensed, and it's going to be the same. Like, okay, you guys have heard me talk about Twin Snakes packages, and I have the Twin Snakes cover potentially to show on this stream at the end. I might show it, but there is a cover specifically for people who get everything, and there's, you know, at best there'll be like 5 of them. It's the only cover that's going to be printed as low as people buy it. There's going to be no more than the amount that buy it. And yeah, it's a good cover. I'm excited for it. But, you know, we should move on. You guys have seen the thumbnail for this stream. In fact, the text on it says, like, the truffle snuffle. Let's do the truffle snuffle. That is because today I was able to reveal finally the portrait cover. You guys see this? Did you see this on Twitter today? Thank you to everyone who's been sharing all the stuff. But yeah, look, like I showed you with this inventory icon, where is it? Like, remember the Connell portrait cover? Because there's another bundle, on this Kickstarter, we get to do the second portrait cover already. And it gets to be Truffle. Like, Truffle is a pretty big part of this book too. So it is really cool to be able to get her portrait within this kind of like campaign. Tech says he likes it. Yay! I tried my best. So the portrait covers are like me trying to do as the best coloring or the best cover or the best effects that I can. So it has like soft focus blur and guard rays coming in and like bits of dust in the air. But yeah, this is in because she has her weird pig face. I didn't know if I could make this look pretty or cute. And I don't, you know, the jury's out on whether I succeeded or not. But like, look, I tried my best. Look at this beautiful. I think the cover's beautiful. And you know, just like I showed with the Connell portrait. Okay, what is it? I'll do this. I'll go over to the folder again. I'll grab this and I'll grab this and then I'll resize the window so it's not tiny. But look, so if you do get this cover, you get with it number 2 in the portrait series, which is the Truffle card. And now remember, there was a 10-pack. So, okay, let me rewind. Only 100 of the portrait covers ever get printed. And they're all numbered. It's the way there is to get a 69 of them, right? But there's also trading cards that come with them. This is the Truffle one. Meaning, there's only 100 of the portrait trading cards. Meaning, there is a number 1, a number 69, and a number 100 of the portrait trading cards as well as the books. So yeah, anyone who gets their hands on a 1, it's Alex. It's gonna be Alex. A 1, a 69, or 100 of the trading cards, you get the same numbered card out of 100. Hopefully that's cool. I don't know. What do you guys think? Am I yeah, portrait? Do I say things that weirdly, Jolly? Do I really? Am I that gimped in the mouth hole? Yeah, look at more of these little inventory icons. Look, here's the Slugsy card. Here is the Bell Agent cards inventory icon. Because I wanted to put the blue Dick X keychain on. There's even one of these. And so if you back on the Kickstarter, you'll see all these little icons stacking up. Text says very cool. All right, what else do I have? Let's see. Do I have more covers? Okay. Yeah, I'll share this. You guys see this? This was, I think it was at the end of last week. I think it was Thursday. You remember the Sketchy Starts cover? In fact, let me dig out the old one. Because I bet I have it. I have like my old campaign folder. So, Sketchy Starts, the side book. If I'm in the wrong one. Where is it? I'm in campaign, and is there like a mock-up? Or is there a flat version of the cover? Here we go. Let's grab this. So, you guys remember this? This is the old Sketchy Starts cover with the old logo. Look how far we have come, guys. Look how far we've improved on this just black drop shadow. But yeah, because I didn't want anything to be duplicated on the new bundle, I went ahead and kind of like completely redrew the existing cover and extended it so the Sketchy Starts that is on this campaign actually links up with it. Completely redrawn, and this really shows the jump up in like quality of art from when I first launched the original to launching now. Like it's just kicks more ass. You know what I mean? I was trying with this. I really was trying. I really was trying to make it look cool. But man, yeah, after all the practice of working on the book so far and like coloring the fiendish stuff, boom, we get to have this. So yeah, there's some fun stuff going on. Yeah, smash that thumb up, toss out a share. Yeah, there are some fun things to explore on this cover. Like, again, it's more story stuff, right? Like, is this blueprint just for the sake of coolness, or will it come into a story at some point? You know what I mean? What is this green light? Is this someone who's just building the series in general, or is this someone in world? Like, is this a meta piece of art, or is this an in world diegetic piece of art? Sketches, nice. Yes. Well, this is K-pop. I'm not sure if you know this. This is the layout book. Sketchy Starts will have every single page in layout form, full size, and it will also have all character designs and some notes. So it'll actually be longer than the main book. It's cheaper than the main book, but it will be longer than it, and it will have the old lettering. You'll even be able to see like dialogue changes or lettering changes between what it once was and what it is now. Bancroft's in the chat. He says, a horizontal live stream? What is this, the 80s? Bancroft last night trying his vertical stream. Turns out he did have quite a lot of viewers. Now there was like 17 or so. I think maybe we made it up to 20 viewers live. But then when the stream ends, he did a vertical stream so we could get it on shorts. You know what I mean? The shorts feed. And so there were hundreds of views, but they all viewed it and then left. He says 21. Yeah, it was. Oh, I wonder what would happen if people would revolt. People would go crazy doing one of your normal streams in vertical, but it kind of worked. People didn't stick around and message in the chat, but you know. It's one in these days, but cheaper and longer, say no more. Yeah, you can. It's like the cheap Costco hot dog version, or whatever the cheap hot dog is that guy says, I'm keeping the hot dogs only $1 or something. Tank Ferret's here, says hail to all the magnificent bastards and welcome, Tank Ferret. Tank Ferret, what do you think of the connecting covers? Like, this is not wraparound. This is probably the only actually connecting cover, so it's still wraparound art. Should I just do both books with this wraparound? Like, what would you prefer? 2 different books? No. Or two of the same wraparound book. My favorite, of course, is the little Polaroid. If this is in world, if this is a diegetic diorama, that would imply that normal Polaroid photographs are part of the world somehow. Did a Polaroid camera fall into the Matrix? But yeah, look at this. Look at this redraw of the old Connell sketch. If I go to this, look, this is what it was. This was real pencil, by the way. So part of why this cover sucked is because it doesn't suck. It was great. But part of why it looks like this is because this was hand drawn and scanned. In fact, I have it now. Yeah, I think. Is this it? No, that's not it. Where is it? It's gotta be in this drawer. Come on, me. I'm the old fucking thing. Is that it? Nope. Look, here is a rough sketch for that creative block piece. Oh, this is like a Halloween piece. What the fuck is this? What is this? No, this is the creative block characters as... Look at this. That's Phil as Connell. That's Irene as the Seedling Queen. What the fuck? That's the Seed Shaman with the little wizard hat. I completely forgot about that. Is this it? Okay, there it is. So look, this is what it was. Stretched out in fat mode because OBS is broken. But look, this is an original piece. Think anyone would want this? The old Sketchy Starts cover. Should I put this up? But look, there he is. If I go back to this, you can see. That's why it sucked, because it was actually drawn on paper. You can't see anything? What? Wait, play, go live. You can, there you go. Looks like fun. Yeah, Tank Ferret, you should click the link, the pinned link, and go check out the website and get ready for the Kickstarter. Look. Oh, you meant you probably couldn't see anything because it was all in pencil. Original art is already... can we buy this stream on VHS anywhere? Yeah, at some point, Caleb. Although, you know, the trailer that's coming out, it's kind of a proof of concept for potentially making a campaign where the whole book is animated. We could do VHS. Can you do a VHS copy of Conan the Barbarian animated? Ooh, Bancroft says 4 more backers to 250 on Fractured Mind. Bancroft, put the link in the chatterino. Drop it in. See if anyone... Tank Ferret, if you backed the new Bancroft extravaganza, you should. Stuck in EP mode. Well, the thing is, the camera actually stays on for the whole stream. I don't want to change any more settings because it might not stay on for a whole stream again. It was like turning off after 20 minutes. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. See, now I can't stop doing voices from the trailer. Oh, bloody hell, he's killing her. No, I gotta keep refining the voices for the characters. That is a block. That is main block. I can't remember what his name is, but yeah, I did all of the trailer is voiced by me, and to varying degrees of success, I will say. But no, I'm looking forward to it. EP makes Betamax look like HD. Isn't that kind of the point? The point is to make this camera look old as fuck. Audio on 8-track. It would be good. When does the video game come out for this book? Tex? It would have to eventually happen. If I have the money, I could definitely make a Connell video game happen. And it wouldn't be difficult. It wouldn't be difficult. If I had the money and I had a programmer, I could very easily... The problem with Hollow Fist is it was way too ambitious, and that's why it isn't out yet and why it's on pause. Connell could get a video game. I could do all the 3D modeling myself. I could get an animator and a programmer. We could make it happen. It could happen. Bloody hell! He wants to make a bloody video game! There we go, Bancroft's in the chat. You guys should go back. I'm pretty sure all of you are backed the Lucent. The Newcent. But yeah, the two Connell Hit and Run. So the Simpsons Hit and Run is literally one of my favorite video games of all time. And it contains like some of the best 3D models of Simpsons characters, in my opinion. My own Homer Simpson 3D model, which I consider to be the quintessential Homer Simpson model. How much crowdfund? So the main series would really have to be a lot more popular to get the right amount of money. It depends what team I would need, but I could make a small game possibly for 100,000, which is incredibly cheap. This is very, 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 very cheap. But that's because I would be doing a lot of the work. I know Skyrim, Splinter Cell, Metal Gears, Rainbow Sixes. Well, okay, so if Connell was a video game, what would it be? Because this is very cool. I have thought about it. So the what I would want to do is I would want to have you would have a little 3D character that does walk around. Okay, actually no, Simpsons Hit and Run is a good reference to this. So in Hollow Fist, in Simpsons Hit and Run, I'm gonna get massively derailed. I don't give a fuck. This is fun. Simpsons Hit and Run School. So we even did this in Hollow Fist. When you go inside a building, it's basically the same thing as going inside a building in Simpsons Hit and Run. So Simpsons Hit and Run. Indoors. Indoor school. How about that? Here we go. So, this person is very kindly made a freaking video for us to watch. So, here is an indoor environment when you're playing as Homer and you're running around school. And it's just one shot that pans. So this is essentially, if you're thinking about animation, this is just one drawing that they would scroll while the characters are walking through an environment. It's the 3D version of that. So you see this? Like, it just scrolls. And you can have a bit of camera movement, but you can't fully 3D spin it around. Like, and yeah, he gets to talk to a character who's there, and it'll play animations. So it can be semi-scriptable. Like, it can be composable, kind of like a shot. But all indoor environments in Hollow Fist look like this. There is a 3D model of the room, and the whole room is designed from one camera angle, and you move around the room like that, kind of like Resident Evil, but you're not moving between different shots of it. But yeah, the indoor environments look like this. Caleb says, "Don't!" So, like, look at all the stats. Look at all these vidIQ stats. I would want settings in a Connell game that were like this, like the outside of his treehouse. So, the game would kind of take place, you would start a day, because I would kind of want to make some jokes about story structure kind of thing. Like, I would want to try and build story structure into the level design. So it's like a level would start off like the start of a story would, kind of like Connell leaving his house. So when you leave the house, it's like from this one camera angle that feels like the morning camera angle, which is from it. And then, but then when you come back at nighttime from doing the mission, it's like the other camera angle that has different lighting. And this all sounds probably really stupid. Yeah, I like this idea for it. Yeah, so I would want you to have settings that you kind of can enter that are the full 3D spaces, which means we get to have fully realized 3D versions of parts of the world without having to make an entire world. You know what I mean? Like, if you make it so the game doesn't all have to look the exact same, and you can kind of switch between modes, then you get to have like some small chunks in full detail, and then and it doesn't have to be like all mapped out. Like, I don't have to have a full Springfield. You know what I mean? So when you leave the building in Springfield, you're driving around in a car. You know what I mean? And the whole world is a racetrack. So it would like switch to a different game mode when you're outside of these, which might be more level based, and you might have a map that with like towns and stuff, and the towns are kind of like those 3D environments, and you'd click on it and you'd go into the town. You know what I mean? And then when you leave the town, like walk out through the city gates, that's when you'd go back to the map, and then you'd be on a map screen, and you can basically, you would have to like progress along levels, Mario style, unlocking a map. But then when you go into the levels that aren't key environments, then it would be kind of like maybe 2D platformer. Basically, it would be a game mode that is less work intense, less art intense. How about that? That would be the game. And I don't know, like Hollow Fist could get a lot of levels out of low art because of how I designed how the maps are kind of made. Like, it was still a lot of artwork and a lot to make, but like the environments were still like tile based. Yeah, it wasn't fully bespoke. Tanver says low poly models with simple animations, texture maps, and lighting. Too easy to find someone on Turbo Squid that could do custom asset packages. Programming is another monster. Well, I mean, I don't know if you know this, Tank Ferret, but I myself am a 3D artist. 3D artist. I don't know if I have like any 3D stuff to even pull up like this on this computer. This is like a relatively new install. You know what? I'll go to fist.zone. Okay, so this is my game Hollow Fist that is on Steam. You can go to fist.zone to check it out. And this, I don't know when this is going to be released. The release now says to be announced because I changed it. Look, plan release date to be announced. Even though we've had a demo up before. Look, there's a little battle scene. Here is the battle scene. Look at this. Can I make this big? Yes, I can have biggin. This is Mindy. You may recognize some similarities across universe. And in fact, this here is Max. You may also notice some similarities echoing across the multiverse. But you look, these are the cutscenes. This is outside the professor's lab. This has Max with his cardboard Hollow Fist. Mindy has a real one. This in the background is like a checkpoint. But yeah, I did all of the 3D for this. This is all of this 3D stuff, all the texturing, all the rigging. The animation was done by someone else who was absolutely fantastic. But I did all 3D. This is Rounder and Latch instead of Grounder and Scratch. This is a little drill bot, and this is a Cylindrone. If you guys are excited about the carnal world, look, they're talking about the cube of upness. So this is called the cube of upness, and when you get this, you basically get the ability to lift objects up. You see all of these fucking crates. You can't have a video game without crates. Like boxes around, you know what I mean? Destructible crates. Look, the level's full of them. But yeah, as soon as you get the cube of upness, you're able to lift the purple crates. And I think you can lift all wooden crates, but you can't lift the brick ones because they're too heavy. See this? This is a brick crate. The purple ones, you can smash them when you get the boots of kicking. So if you get the boots of kicking, you can smash these, but you can't smash orange reinforced crates because they're reinforced and they have a caution stripe on them. Video games, motherfuckers! That's right, we got 3 kinds of crates. What engine are you using? Yeah, Hollow Fist, all one word, yes. What engine are you using? Unity. This is all done in Unity. Dude, adding to the wish list. Thank you. All of you should, if you have Steam, go and add it to your wish list. But yeah, I'm focused on carnal, so I'm not putting any more work into this. But look, here's a hoverboard. You see this? This is the hoverboard. Look, there's all the food. You get hollow buddies, these guys, and you feed them all the food. Where's your inventory? See, look, there's the boots of kicking. But these are all the different foods that you feed the hollow buddies. You start off with a kernel. You see these guys? These are called kernels. They're basically proto hollow buddies. And then depending on what you feed them from your inventory, they turn into different stuff. So this berry pie, if you feed a kernel berry pie, they will turn into a Piceratops. If you feed it homework, it will become a math moth. This guy is math moth. And if you feed it like kicking shoes, it will turn in. If you feed it boxing gloves, it turns into a T-Rex. And if you feed it kicking shoes, it turns into a P-Terra. A name I came up with years ago. P-Terra and T-Rex. But yeah, there you go. That's Holofist. Angela's in the house. Jake, I went to the chiropractor today, but I'm still short. Well, keep going, Angela. Maybe you'll get it in the end. Triceratops, like a prehistoric Pop-Tart. No, it's Triceratops made out of pie. If you feed it mushrooms, it turns into a Pacoon. Definitely not. Look, who has an attack called Spore Slam? And look at this beautiful artwork for Spore Slam. She say lol. Nick Patera. Yeah. You can call your Patera Nick. And then you can have Nick Patera. But look, these beautiful. But yeah, I could make a. I say very easily. It only seems easy because I've done all this. Look at this number time. Littlest artwork of Math Moth, the baby Math Moth. Look at this guy. Look at this art. I love this attack artwork. It makes me sad. I got to stop looking at Hollow Fist. I got to cry. Anyway, we're now working on Connell the Barbarian. Tank for it says UI looks good. Thank you. That's like the third iteration of the UI. Hey, Zombie Boys here. Say woo. But this is a live camera of the character you have selected in the arena. So look, you see how there's white around Math Moth here? This is animating exactly the same. It's like an actual camera on him. This is a zip tone that's constantly moving. Look, here's Triceratops, Angela. Bunch of gobbledygook. Sounds delicious. Yeah. Look, Triceratops is even on the key art for the game. Yeah, they are. Look, it's Math Moth, Pacoon, and Triceratops, the classic three. That's my Charmander, whatever and whatever. Oh, so good. This is a checkpoint in the. I gotta stop. Right. Portrait cover. You seen it? Sketchy Starts. You seen it? There's Billy Bob here. He was here a while ago. Who knows if he's still around? How many viewers are we on, actually? I think I can check. I think if I refresh the page, because we've. Oh no, I don't have to do it because K-pop told me how to really check. All you have to do is hover over the number 12. We got 15 on YouTube right now. Cool. 15 people here to get ready for the launch of the Kickstarter on Thursday. And the point of the stream is to show covers and other things. You know what? I don't know whether to show the secret cover. No, I'll do character stuff. So I have been toiling away this week on trying to refine a good page for the Kickstarter. Like, what is a good design? And so I've made this. This is like one of the images in the strip. Remember the freaking things? These flyers? Remember the character stuff in these flyers? So now I'm taking this and like evolving it into the campaign version. And I have like this rundown strip of all the characters with kind of like revised blurbs. So now Connell's one reads a bit better. Connell T. Barbarian, a disgraced adventurer who self-secluded deep in the Simonium forest. His total avoidance of the seductive female form and the consumption of copious amounts of alcohol are the only thing that keeps society safe from the dark erotic curse locked within. See? Wasn't that good? Wasn't that good? I should read these in the narrator voice. What you miss? You missed as me shouting at the camera. Okay, I'll try it with the real voice this time. So, the block brood mothers, but Buruku Hansho Kubo, Buruku Hansukubo. I guess that's, look, they all have their Japanese version of their name. Even the seedlings, the Shubyo. I think that's how you pronounce it. You guys can correct me by, you know, talking to yourself and me not hearing it. Right, block brood mothers. Enter the block, an invasive race of blue orc who have found their way into the forest, bringing with them the greatest risk to unsealing Cardinal's curse. Hardly any clothing and legs for days. Now, that was a lot shorter. It's like a whole paragraph shorter than this. This paragraph is gone, but it's better. It kicks its ass. It's a much better write-up. Did you show any art, Jake? I mean, okay, Angela, I went over stuff. I went over the cover. Remember? I showed the Ouroboros cover. Seen this? Saw this on Twitter? It was amazing. It got 1 million retweets. We showed the portrait. We didn't show the next cover. But we also showed the Sketchy Starts connecting covers. That is so much. I should not have done all this. I should have just drawn pages. Why did I do all this? She's laughing. Anyway, look. Back to my awesome toiling. We got Slugsy added to the fray. On this flyer, we only had Carnal and Truffle. But now we got Slugsy, baby, and the seedlings. We've doubled up. Oh my, no, she wasn't here. Angela, you should have seen it on Twitter. Go to Twitter, retweet this, all of you. Go retweet my beautiful covers that got no attention because I spammed Twitter with a stupid daily cover. Anyway, okay, so Slugsy, who in Japanese is Soraji. Soraji! Which I think just means like sludge. Sludge man or something. This slime ball salesman, see? I made him a slimy salesman and he's made out of slime. Ain't I a stinker? This slime ball salesman knows an opportunity when he sees one. And a huge forest full of treasure, plus one muscle-bound freak in need of a large amounts of alcohol has proven to be a very lucrative opportunity. My wife sees what it's okay. No. You have a very refined feed, Michael. This is definitely not a comment. And people don't have to retweet. I'm only kidding. She go lol. But Angela's feed, she can retweet everything. I'm only kidding. There you go. So then we have the seedlings. Are you ready? You ready for the official blurb on seedlings? Who are called Shibuya. Not Shibuya. Shubyo. Anyway. The seedlings, a race whose origin is mysterious as their language, are believed to keep the forest energy in harmonic equilibrium. But some suspect a much more insidious truth to these seemingly innocent seeds. Think AI could do that? Think AI could put the enunciation in the right place? I don't think so. I gotta get the Mo Weebery monies. You mean the Mo Biggs? I think Mo Biggs Weebery money is 0. But seeing as we had, because I have the Nippon Special, right? So this is why that exists. Nippon Special, Japanese translation of the kind of like preview book. See this? Remember this page? Oh, this page. Should have shown that on YouTube. Look, it's all in Japanese. All of that has been translated to Moon Rune. Look, it's so beautiful. But in this book, I had character, design. This is the same guy. Look at that. It's the same one. And so in it, I needed the character name and the Japanese, and then I put below it the how you say it, but using English characters. My thinking is, seeing as I have the Japanese translations, it would be cool just to put it on everything. Like I might even put, I don't know if this is a good idea, but look, I could put the Japanese version of the title above the real title on the official books. Would that be good or bad? Could be pretty funny. There you go. There. Mo is from Japan. I don't think so. No, AI can't. Artificial intelligence. But yeah, that's the little character thing. I was very proud of this. It got refined a few times. I used to have them like alternating sides. But man, it reaches a point where you're like, just stop. Just make something simple to read. Like, you know what? If I go to Kickstarter, and I wonder if I can bring up a preview of it. No, I'm not logged in. Did I really log out? Why did I log out? I have a preview URL. Let's see if that works. Click. And I'm not going to show you the full page because I want to save that for like the day we launch. Here we go. Share this tab. Look, we're getting a sneak peek of the page. And here it is. Is that on the page? And look! New covers. You see this? I got animated banners, baby! That's what I was doing just before this stream. Look at this. Look at this. Ooh. And then flick. And then flick. That was so... I really tried hard with this. It's Bart Simpson when he fails the test. So, like, the failing is me getting, like, what? You got $100, loser. And Bart's there holding the test paper. He's like, I really tried this time. I mean, I really tried. But look, covers. Look, I even did these little presentations. I'm trying to be neat. I'm trying. Text goes, wow. Do you like the whoosh on the covers? Yeah, I actually haven't finished all of them. I paused working on these to get the stream. Also, indeed. This came out really good. I'm so happy with them. But yeah, there's a whole new covers thing. Do I have anything else to show? 'Cause I don't know. I do. You know what? I brought up this. This was, I was going to show it, but now I can show it like live on the page. And you know what? The whole thing isn't done. So I can't, you know, look at this. See, I'm just spoiling it. The whole thing isn't done, but look, bundles and exclusives. There, that's your sneak peek. You see this artwork behind the bundles and exclusives banner? This is your sneak peek as to what will be fully revealed on the day of launch. Oh man, yeah, like and share. I wonder, you see this, so we have talked about, there are some crazy people out there who will basically back all of the covers. Those people, the Twin Snakes Elite, will be getting, no matter how they back, if they bought one package on Indiegogo and then they just happen to buy it on Kickstarter, I'll know. You'll get the extras. If you know, whatever they do, I'll know. I'll track it. But yeah, they will get, I'll announce it now. They will get their own exclusive cover called the Flesh Prison cover. You have a name now. It's called the Flesh Prison cover. And they also get 2 Polaroids of Truffle. So you see on the Sketchy Starts cover, you see this in-world Polaroid? Well, the Twin Snakes Elite will be the first people to get an official from through the portal into the cartoon realm. They will get actual Polaroids from the world of Carnal. But yeah, and this is a sneak peek of that cover. This is a little sneak peek of the Flesh Prison cover. So hopefully you guys are excited that. Look, design philosophy. I'm gonna be a complete fucking nerd and do a whole design philosophy section on the freaking campaign. Oh, but that's it. That's it, guys. I showed you how the shitty old cover looked before it got revamped. We went over the old cover. We went over the new Ouroboros cover, which will be in a desk mat form. Dick pics. No, there has been no. That's not what it is. It is the most lewd that the characters would be represented, though. It is going to be definitely a little bit spicy, but it's definitely not. It's not dick pics. We showed the beautiful portrait cover. We didn't show the full secret cover. We showed Sketchy Starts, and that's it. Unless you guys want a sneak, if all holy crap, I'm only 19 people. You guys are really filtering in just as I'm gonna wind the stream down. So I am done. I am very glad you guys joined me for this. Thank you to all the wonderful 19 people watching on YouTube. But on Thursday at 2 p.m. Eastern time, the trailer is finally going to get released. I'm excited for it, and I could play a little sneak of it now. Tank for it says he loves sneak peeks. Gimme. I could play a tiny portion of this 1 minute 46 trailer. If you guys want to. I don't know. Maybe you don't want to. Maybe you can't even be bothered to type in the chat that you want it. But yeah, it is fully animated. It's not frame animation. Fully voiced. You say do it. The Deech is saying to like and subscribe. Okay. I'm only gonna play a little tiny bit. And that's it. And I'm gonna play no more. You ready? You ready? Hopefully audio is shared. Panko says he's ambivalent. I don't really care about your marketing ways. Give us a taste. Angela says play it. Well, get ready for the full release. But okay, I can full screen it, but it's not really full screen. Hold on. You ready?
Deep in the Simonium forest, far deeper than most men dare to tread.
Is it echoing? Can you hear it? Is it echoing? Let me change the sound to assist the. There we go. Banker says only because he already snuck a peek. He's like one of the very few people who actually saw it. Okay, go back. You ready? You ready?
Deep in the Simonium forest, far deeper than most men dare to tread, unwelcome visitors bring a new kind of threat.
Oi! This place is swimming with these tiny bastards.
I found one that ain't so tiny or bastardy.
That's it. That's all you get. That's hopefully there was no echo that time. That's it. Sneak peek. You have been sneaked. Peeked. So yeah, hopefully that gets you guys excited for the full release. Yeah, no echo. And she say dang. Text says yes, can't wait. Good. All guys, get ready. Get in that chat. Be ready for the premiere. I've set it up as an actual premiere. And in fact, I might set up a freaking redirect on this stream just so you know where it is. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna set up the dang redirect by going into my creator studio or whatever. And you'll all be able to be dumped in that chat. YouTube studio. But yeah, thanks guys for hanging out. Hopefully that was fun. I gotta stream more. Like I said early on, Alex, if you tell me a better computer to buy, I'll buy it. But I've bought a new computer ready to do gaming streams again. We're gonna whip it up. We're gonna get our act together. Okay, content live. And then if I click on the already live stream and go to customization, add a redirect. Yes, I can redirect to my own trailer. Saved. Angela went, wow. Yeah. Okay. I'll play it. I'll play it right at the end again. I'll do a little, but after we've left. So stick around if you want to see that clip again. But thank you all for hanging out. I'll see you Thursday. I might stream again to do a walk through the campaign. I hope you're as excited as I am. I'm trying to put my everything into this. Hopefully the people of Kickstarter end up liking it. Hopefully we could cross some kind of barrier and get a whole bunch of new people to back the book and unlock more stretch goals for you guys who have already backed. Because the better it does, the more stuff you get. So yeah, see you later. Full screen. Full screen. And then change the thing. And then play. All right. Bye-bye.
Deep in the Simonium forest, far deeper than most men dare to tread, unwelcome visitors bring a new kind of threat.
Oi! This place is swimming with these tiny bastards.
I found one that ain't so tiny or bastardy.
Thomas is a
Bet
tech
you've never
lives
been
at a
with
bait
him.
station on the island of Sodor. He could eat a whole bowl of alphabet soup and then vomit up the vowels and consonants separately. He could speak.
TLO style, hazardous cause I wreck this. Yo, you know the drill. I've been hearing a lot of talk on the streets about me and the rest of the Lost Otaku saying we're fake, saying we ain't down with the anime. Listen up, roll call. Anime club, dude, just rep your work. I'm like a Super Saiyan stuffed in a checkered shirt. All you motherfuckers wanna come and test the verse. Listen up, hear them players that'll get you hurt. Clump me. Yo, I'm chillin' here with my friends. It's got a driftwood chain and transition lenses, straight shining forehead, gots to gleam. All them TLO cats call me OxyClean. Well, I'm Baby Felipe. Just call me surprise, cause when I'm laying pipe, lasers come out of my eyes. Know the flip like Frieza when I'm enraged. Got a level 20 half-orc fire made. Mr. Casual Khaki, sweaters for moms. Got a rap attack that blast cats better than bombs. Into history and learning, not sports and crap. Check my basement, I'm working on a torture rack. Big Red in the back with so much soul. Make snacks and operate the remote control. Y'all ain't gotta hate on the way I roll. If you wanna pick a movie, just vote on the poll. Hey yo, fuck the system. My man is gay. Gonna smoke 5 blunts and watch anime. Ski the TLO, hook up your bitches, jock me. Keep it locked down, slanging that wet and pocky. Step back, boys, I roll with the TLO. So think twice before you roll up and say hello, Margaret. My steeds keep them ducking for cover. Deviant art style, animes fucking each other. Oh, it's self-satisfied. I'm the mastermind. Mix up your manga titles and your ass is mine. Frontin' on me, that's a crime. When I'm in the room with bitches, yo, it's sexual harassment time. Franklin, here I come, devastating the track. Drinking a 40, got a dose, shorties waiting in back. Hey, y'all, there's some empty seats near the TV. I got a 6 and 2, you can watch Akira with me. Ew, anime club. Who the heck are these people? Haven't asked them yet. Looks like I joined an anime club by accident. I'ma slide out the door for these dudes assume they're legit with a real Asian up in the room. Yo, 9 MCs and 1 DJ, and we be getting down with no delay. Fuck you, mom and dad, we're here to say Japan is better than the USA.
Don't you eat this pie? Now, Homer, 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 don't you eat this pie?
you get eaten, it's your own fault. Oh, the hell with it.
The date started off so well. Begin my night, not expecting the fright of my life. She was perfect from what I could tell. How could I not see the danger right in front of me?
My favorite food is fish.
Baby, that's my favorite too.
I love cartoon dogs.
Baby, I love Scooby-Doo. Hey girl, what's your favorite film? She said the best movie of all, a masterpiece of art called
Human centipede, human centipede.
I think that I'm gonna get murdered tonight.
Human centipede, not ironically. The costume design was a highlight. I like it for the plot.
Tell me what the plot's about.
German doctor says they people last to mouth.
Cool.
Human centipede.
Please God save me. I think that's a red flag. I don't want to get stabbed. She said
Human centipede is a tour de force.
I think, holy shit, I'm gonna be the main course. She said
I admire the narrative of character growth.
I try to get the waiter's attention by blinking in Morse code.
Why are you blinking so much?
I've got something in my eye.
Here, let me get it out.
No, thank you. I don't want to die. Bonjour, sir was blinking at me. Is this because your date is a freak? No. Very good then. Bon appetit.
Stop hiding behind your silly made-up red flag. Do not take a chance on the best relationship you never had.
Maybe you're right and I'm looking for excuses. My heart's got bruises, but I'm ready to choose this life.
You can be the love of my life.
One day we'll get married and be husband and wife, with a tasteful ceremony and the wedding of our dreams.
I am the wedding theme.
Tell me what the thing's gonna be.
Human centipede, human centipede.
We could save on the catering bill.
Human centipede, only one mouth to feed.
If you are the best man, you know the deal. Pucker up. I can finally open myself up to love.
I can finally sew a mouth to a bud.
Human centipede.
Human centipede.
I've got gout.